Shalom, shalom, King.
For Israel, my glory.
All right, now hold on.
So salvation is only for Israel.
If you're a so-called Negro, like you say in Black America, your name in the Bible would be 12 tribes of Israel, right? From the tribe of Judah, right? So it's a reason why we lost our name, and I'm gonna show you that. My God, can you give me Jeremiah 17:4? All right, I'm just give you these quick precepts, just to give you the history of what the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are the true Israelites of the Bible. We're God's chosen people, right? But we lost our identity because we kept breaking God's laws, right? So it's in the Bible what will happen to the Israelites. Got that? Bring that out, King.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Hear that? Jeremiah say, even thyself will discontinue from my heritage, right? Listen why.
That I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
He said, you will also discontinue from your heritage, right? Which means like we don't even know who we are, just like you said, African American, right? That's the descendants of two white men, right?
Right.
So it said we would lose our heritage, right? Read it again from the top.
Come on, King. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Right.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
He's serving our enemies. If you look down there and look at our ancestors, you see what they're doing? Picking cotton. See that? They even got a little girl right there. She's about 6 years old. That's how much empathy they had towards our people. They even got the young girl out there who's no more than 6 or 7 picking cotton, right? All right, read.
Come on, King. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Right, because we was brought over here to this land, right? When we got off those slave ships, we didn't know about this part of the earth, right? We was brought from the west coast of Africa, right? Read.
Come on, King. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger.
Because what?
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger.
This is why it happened to us, because the Lord said we kindled a fire in his anger, right? Read.
Which shall burn forever.
Right. So God said we will lose our name. We will lose our name, right? We will serve our enemies, all because we was disobedient to God's laws, statutes, and commandments, right? Because you remember when Moses went on the mountain and got the commandments from God, the 10 commandments, God told him to get these commandments to my people. And they should keep these commandments throughout their generation, right? So we are God's chosen people, but we have to go through the atrocities of picking cotton in the land that we didn't know because we kept disobeying God, and we still disobey God right now today, right? Our people, all they want to do is get high, you know what I'm saying, and twerk. Women just want to, do all of these different things, but nobody want to read the Bible and find out who they are and come back to God, laws, statutes, and commandments. But we in these last days, when you look at the news, you see all of this war going on, right? See genocide happening right now over in Palestine, right? They over there, they killed hundreds of thousands of people already, right? Because of this war. That's what the Bible speaks of. In the last days, that that we will have these things happening. And there's going to be missiles that hit this place as well. The Bible talks about that. Give me what you got, King.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Hear that? God saying, out of all the families of the earth, the Israelites is his chosen people. He said, you only have I known out of all the families of the earth. This is the Lord talking to our people, our ancestors. Read.
Come. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Read that again from the top.
Come. You only have I known of all the families on the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
And you might say, okay, why, these other nations do things too, right? White people do things, they do things. Just look at that man back, you know what I'm saying? So we know all of these other nations do things as well. But the Most High, God said, you only who I know, you my chosen people, so I'm dealing with you. You only have I known out of all the other nations, so therefore, I'm going to punish you for your shit. That's Satan, look, he upset you stop right here getting his word. He didn't knock the camera over, he didn't knock the signs over. That's just Satan, you know what I'm saying? He don't want our people to get this word. He don't want us to give this knowledge to our people because they might come back to God. You might start following God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Like, you know what, this life ain't worth it. Out here going through all of these atrocities. Our single parent mothers and the Bible say all of these curses that God put on us, it's in the Bible. He said that we would go through all of these things. Our sisters would be single parents. The brothers would be locked up and caged, and animals would be getting shot down like dogs. All of that's in the Bible. That's a part of the curses that the Most High put on us. He put those curses on us because of our disobedience, right? Thank you, brother. So that's what we get to see. A couple more for you, right? Open the lid. Pull it off the curtain. Yeah, there you go.
Like that?
Yeah, there you go. Pull it up a little bit. What I got? Amos, give me read that Amos again from the top for the sister.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 2. You only have I known of all the families on the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
That's it. Give me Psalms 147, last two verses. Right. So you would be an Israelite sister from the tribe of Judah, right? These are the 12 tribes of Israel. We went under curses because we disobeyed God. We are God's chosen people. Of course, I told you he's only dealing with the Israelites right now. These other nations, they have to go through the same thing we did. But right now, God is dealing with his chosen people, right? Before you get that, hold that to and give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I want to show you how God see you and what God think of the Israelites. This is in the Bible, right? Read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord.
Talking about the Israelites. They are holy people unto the Lord.
Thy God, the Lord thy God, have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
God chose the Israelites to be a special people unto himself. Watch what he said.
Come, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You hear that? We didn't write that, sister. The Lord God said the Israelites are a chosen people above all nations on the earth. Right? That's why all these people want to be like you. That's why they want to be like us, right? We the salt of the earth, right? We the trendsetters. It's for a reason. Read that again.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
This whole book, Old Testament and New Testament, is written to the Israelites, right? But they like to take this book and insert all people into it. No, this book is written only to the Israelites. Give me that Psalms 147.
19 to 20.
Yeah, 19 and 20.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. He sheweth his word unto Jacob.
Jacob is the Israelites. Jacob had 12 sons. That makes up the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why I say he showed his word to Jacob. When you hear Jacob, that's talking about the Israelites, okay? Read on.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so, Salakia, he hath not dealt so with any nation.
Hear that, sister? Read that again.
He hath not dealt so with any nation. He sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Hear that? God ain't dealing with everybody else. He ain't dealing with all these other nations. He's only dealing with his people. And they refuse to listen to him, so they're gonna continue to go through these atrocities out here, right? That's why we getting shot down like animals, right? That's why we, you know what I'm saying? I gave you some of them curses. Let's get some curses for the sisters. Get Deuteronomy 28:15. Show you what God said to his people, right? Bring that out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken.
I start at 45.
Okay, 45. Okay. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
Hear that? God say, moreover, all these curses is going. Moses saying, all these curses is going to come on you if you keep disobeying God, laws, statutes, and commandments. Read that again.
Come. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
Right.
Till thou be destroyed.
Till thou be what?
Till thou be destroyed.
No, until you be good.
Till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not until the voice of the Lord. Thy God.
Hearken means because you didn't listen and obey. Right? Because you hearken is not to the voice of the Lord. Right? Read that again.
Come. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and take over thee till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
It says, and these curses was going to be upon us for a sign. So these curses was going to show us who we are, right? In these last days, whoever is going through the curses that the Bible speaks of, those are the chosen people of God. That's why I say these curses are going to be a sign upon you, right? Read.
And for a wonder.
And I wonder if they talking about us. That sound like our people. You know what I'm saying? Read.
And upon thy seed forever.
Upon us forever, right? Read on.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
The Lord said he's going to send your enemy against you. You have to go to your enemy for everything, right? If you get hungry, you have to go to Walmart, you know what I'm saying, to get water, right? Or whatever, refreshments, right? You're going to have to go to your enemy, the ones who did that to your people. He said this is a curse. You're going to have to go to your enemies for hunger, for thirst.
And in nakedness.
Need clothes.
And in want of all things.
All things. If you need a marriage certificate, if you die, you got to go get a death certificate from your enemies, right? Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon
He shall what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Hold on. Did the Bible just say that? You see what God say his chosen people was going to go do? He said their enemies was going to do this to them. Read that line again, King.
King. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
He's going to put a yoke of iron on your neck until he have destroyed thee. God said, this is my chosen people, but they refuse to listen to me. Just like with your kids, right? If they don't do something you say, you're going to punish them, right? So when the Lord punishes you, it's severity. Right. So he said your enemies are going to put a yoke of iron on your neck until you have been destroyed. They took the yoke of iron off because we destroyed as a people. Right? Just look at our people. All our sons want to be Lil Durk. And all our daughters want to be Sexy Red. They all want to twerk. You know, I was just watching on the internet. It was a little kid birthday party, the whole party, twerking. Grown women. Look, 2, 3-year-olds hitting on her behind, watching twerking. I said, this is what they teaching to the kids, right? That's a curse, right? Read on.
Con, King. Stop at 47. Con. Therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord... Oh, no, we got that already. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
Hear that? He said this was going to be a curse. He was going to bring a nation of people against you from far, right? When they came to the white man came to Africa and got us, we were looking like, who was these people? It was a nation from far. Read on.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
What is the mascot of these so-called European nations? Read that line again.
Con. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Swift as the eagle flieth. He said he was going to bring a nation against you, and they were going to be swift as the eagle flieth. Now, when you look at these nations, and you look at their mascot, right? What's their mascot? Yeah. What's they symbol? I'm gonna show you. Look on that dollar bill right there. What you see right there? Right here.
Con.
That eagle.
The eagle.
You see what the Bible says? That was gonna happen to his people. And listen to this again. Now you see the mascot. Listen to this.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar.
He's talking to the Israelites. Moses is telling them, God is going to bring a nation against you from far. Read.
From the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Swift as the eagle flieth. That's their symbol. Everything is symbolic. This is how the Lord talked to his people. This nation was going to, their symbol was going to be an eagle. They print that on their money. They print that on their presidential debates when they had their little podium. You see an eagle on it, right? Because that's their symbol. It's all symbolic. Read.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
We did not understand their language. That's why when they was beating Kunta, you ever saw the Roots? Yeah, when they had him hung up, and he like, what's your name? He was like, Kunta Kinte. He like, no, your name Toby. Right? Read that.
Con, King. Let's go to 50. A nation of fierce continents, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favor to the young.
They don't care about our old women. Police take them and slam them on the ground and arrest them. She could be 80 years old. Read that line again.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old,
not regard the person of the old,
nor shew favor to the young.
They don't show favor to the young. You know, they can pull a person over. You can have your son in the back in the car seat. They still shoot in the car, kill the man. It said, they don't care.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, right, nor shew favor to the young.
Right, they don't care. Right, that's a curse. You know?
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, right, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil.
51. 54.
Come.
This for our people right here. This is another curse for our sisters, what they go through, right? Read that.
So that the man that is tender among you.
It's talking about a man. It's saying a man that is tender among you, not talking about a homosexual or anything like that. It's talking about a good-hearted brother, tender-hearted brother. The man that is tender among you, read.
And very delicate.
Very delicate.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
His eye will be, for no apparent reason, his eye will be evil toward his own brother. That's black on black crime, right? These are the curses Moses said what happened to us, because Moses was fed up. He like, y'all not listening to me. So I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen to you in the future, right? Read.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Even toward his own wife, he was gonna be evil towards her. They weren't gonna be able to get along, right? Read.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Even his children. He's not going to even care about his own children. That's going to be a curse on the Israelites, right? So that's single parent household. When you look at statistics, who's leading in single parent households? Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. We all the same people. We just was dropped off in different regions of the earth. We all different tribes. But if you really look closely, they was raped and robbed by the Spaniards, right? That's why they speak Spanish. You know, they was taken from over here, they was taken to Spain. We was brought here and taken back other places too, right? So these are the curses, right? Let me show you a curse. You're gonna come back to Deuteronomy. Give me what's that, Isaiah 3:16? Yeah, give me Isaiah. Let me show you what he said what happened to our sisters. The curse that will happen to our sisters. Right? Because Moses got tired of just warning our people, saying, come back to God, come back to God. So now you gotta go through all of these curses. Right? 3 and 16. Give me Isaiah 3 and 12, then jump to 3:16. Now this is the curse too.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Hear that? He said, now as for my people, children are they oppressors, right? Because that's who out here with the Dracos. 16, 17-year-olds, 15. These are the young oppressors now. These are the young terrorists in the community. This is why my son can't go to the basketball court, because he might catch a stray bullet. You know what I'm saying? So read that.
As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
And women rule over them, right? No fathers in the household. It didn't say parents rule over them. It said women rule over them, because that's single parent households again. That's one of the curses. Now let's get 6.
Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
The daughters of Zion are the children of Israel. Zion is just a city that's in Jerusalem. So it's saying now, it's saying Zion instead of Israel, but it's all the same, right? So it's still talking about Israel. We're gonna leave in 1 second. I'm gonna give you this last one, okay? All right. Yeah, we're gonna give you this last one, then you can, okay, go ahead.
And walk with stretched forth necks.
It's talking about the daughters of Zion. Walk with stretched forth necks.
And wanton eyes.
Wanton eyes, flirtatious eyes. Read.
Walking and mincing as they go.
Walking and mincing as they go.
And make a tinkling with their feet.
They got on heels, making tinkling with their feet, talking about the daughters. Read.
Therefore the Lord will smite with such a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
You hear that? The Lord was going to smite with a scab the crowns of their head, the daughters of Zion. Right? So you know all our sisters, you see that baldness in their head? That's what he's talking about. Smite with a scab. Read.
Therefore, okay, so like, and the Lord would discover their secret parts. And that day the Lord would take. And the Lord will smite. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts.
He will discover their secret parts. You know what I'm saying? Now, black people, we the only people that got to show our bodies to get any type of financial gain. In Hollywood, whatever we do, we got to take our clothes off. That's what it's talking about. Start from smite again.
King.
So he's gonna make you bald around your head.
Therefore the Lord,
when they take them wigs off and them tracks out, they gonna be bald around here. That's what it's talking about. And he also gonna discover your secret part. So now you're gonna be out here half naked with baldness around your head. When you take that wig off, you ain't got no hair. This is a curse that the Lord put on the women. See?
Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. And that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their calls, and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink.
Right. He's saying instead of, because they're going to be sleeping with a lot of men. He said instead of a sweet smell, you're going to be stinking. Read.
And instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, baldness.
He said instead of you having well-set hair, you're just going to have baldness. This is a curse, right?
And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty.
Learning instead of beauty.
Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in war.
Guess what? Your man was going to fall by the sword, right? So that means that all of that curse that just fell on you, and then your husband, he was going to fall by the sword. We out here killing each other like crazy. That's a curse for the daughters of Zion. That they will lose their men, they will lose their hair, they will be half naked out here, discovering their secret parts. All of these is curses because we disobey God. So what we want to say before you go is evidence, sister, that you come back to God, laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Can you give me one of them flights out of that can? Let the sister go. Thank you for stopping, sister. What's your name? Jada. Nice to meet you. Can I put our website in your phone? All praise to the Most High, man. Jada, a good sister. You married? This your son?
Yeah.
Y'all married? Y'all still together? Y'all still together? See what I'm saying? So, sister, next, if y'all don't get back together, your next husband, you make sure he your husband. You make sure he make him marry you before y'all get to doing all these things. Like I tell my daughters, you know what I'm saying?